Startup Guide for the Poultry Layer Farming Business. There are many types of poultry equipment available that are necessary for successful poultry farming. Having all of this equipment will help you run your farm smoothly. Today, general or unemployed educated people of many different countries are getting inspired in poultry farming day by day, as it is a great way of earnings. The demand for animal protein is increasing due to high population growth, and poultry farming is a great solution. So the demand for poultry products is increasing. Necessary poultry equipment. Some essential poultry products and equipment are mandatory for successfully running your poultry farm. Here is a brief description of this equipment. Housing. Poultry housing is not exactly an item of equipment, but it is a must for poultry production. There are many ways to make a poultry house or chicken cage. It may be a concrete house or a simple house. Concrete or simple, whatever the house is, it must have the necessary benefits for the poultry. The poultry cage must have the facilities for good ventilation and natural light management. 10-15 feet distance from one house to another house is better. Some basic information should be maintained before making a poultry house or chicken cage. The house must have to keep dry and clean always. Build the house in open air place. Leader of the house should be at least 3-inch depth. Wood powder, sand, or rice husks can be used as leaders. Rice husk is better than others. Mix half a kilogram of lime powder with the leader. Change the litter of the house after every 1 week. Never let the poultry house get wet. You can raise poultry in an open area, free-range poultry farming. Incubator. Incubator is such a poultry equipment which is used for hatching the bird's egg in artificial ways. Generally, in natural conditions, the poultry birds hatch the egg, but they can maintain and hatch a limited number of eggs. So, when it is necessary to hatch a large number of eggs, you must use an incubator. There are many types of egg incubators. Diesel and electric incubators are the most popular and widely used. Feeder is such an equipment which is used for feeding the poultry birds. Generally, some food's kept in the feeder and the poultry bird starts eating food from there. Plastic or metal feeders are used mostly to feed the chickens. The feeder should keep neat and clean always to keep the chicken healthy. Keep sufficient numbers of feeders in the poultry house according to the number of your birds. If the amount of feeders are less than the birds, then they can't consume enough food and their health will broke, and if the feeder become more than the amount of chickens, then the birds will waste the food and maximize your feeding cost. So, keep the number of feeders according to the number of your birds. Generally, 1 feeder is enough for 10 to 15 birds. Water pot. This poultry equipment is essential for supplying water inside the cage. We all know that clean and fresh water is very essential and helpful for poultry birds' health. Clean a water pot regularly. Water pots are of various types. Water can be served by a simple water pot or through a piped system. In pipeline system, you can keep in pipe from one corner to another corner of the house or use drop water system. Heater. Heat management is very necessary for poultry farming. A bulb, heater, or other heating equipment can be used to warm up the poultry cage. Laying nests. Laying nests help the poultry birds for laying their eggs. This equipment increases the egg production and will help you collect eggs from the nest. Egg handling nest. Egg handling nests or cages are used for transporting eggs from one place to another. It reduces the risk of damage to eggs while transporting them for marketing purposes. Fencing. In the case of a free-range poultry farming system, fencing is a must, because it protects the poultry birds from all types of predators. Almost all poultry farmers used to use wire for fencing purposes. Flooring. A neat, clean, and dry floor keeps the birds healthy. So, always try to use proper flooring. In the case of indoor farming methods, use wire net in the floor. Coops and cages. There are many companies available that produce ready-made coops or cages for poultry. This type of coop and cage is very suitable for small-scale poultry rearing. Others. There are also some other pieces of poultry equipment available that are very helpful for a successful poultry production. Or you can even build some equipment of your own as per your demands. These are the poultry equipment you will need for running a successful and profitable poultry farming business. I hope this guide has helped you. Today, Poultry farming is a big industry divided into a number of businesses, such as hatcheries, pullet farms for the production of meat, or farms for the production of eggs. Along with farming, the poultry business offers good employment opportunities. The poultry business owners are primarily focused on maximizing the production from the farm by selling eggs as well as related products like feathers, gunny sacks, and poultry litters. If poultry farming operations are conducted ethically, they can be very profitable. Each sort of livestock farming, including poultry farming, must adhere to certain operational rules in order to operate economically. However, when these standards are disregarded by the farm authorities, it results in significant losses. Profit is the primary driver behind beginning any business. It became regrettable. Many chicken producers, though, don't take the time to consider why some of them fail. It is well known that the majority of poultry farmers were put out of business because they were unable to run their operations economically. Numerous tasks must be completed in order for the poultry farming project to succeed. It's not a lazy man's business, the expert said. Factors that can help poultry farming be a successful business include: there are still a lot of things that go into making your poultry farming venture lucrative. Here are some crucial elements, including the following. 1. Hire experienced labor. You must employ experienced labor on your poultry farm if you want to optimize your poultry income. 2. Make sure the birds are properly and healthily housed. The poultry housing system is the most crucial thing to think about. Up to 40% of your ability to succeed in poultry farming is determined by your strategy for housing the birds. The main goal of your company should be a good housing system. 3. A successful marketing plan. For broilers, it is best to sell the birds that can be sold at their marketable weight. Your hens are the same age, but they gain weight in various ways when they eat. For this reason, you must sort your birds to distinguish the heavier ones from the rest. By doing this, you can sell the heavier ones for more money and realize greater profits. Beef or table eggs. Before investing in egg production, you must conduct a market analysis. Local department stores, hotels, restaurants, cafeterias, bakeries, grocery stores, and other businesses with regular customers can all be included in marketing plans. This might guarantee the regular egg orders.